Hello and welcome to day 19 of the 20-day Building Your Brand Challenge. We're almost there, another day to go. But today we're going to talk about the eyes and the ears of your brand. And not specifically your brand, but more to the point, who has the eyes and ears of the same target audience, the same clientele that you actually want for your brand, or that your brand actually has. Now, we've been talking about differentiation a lot. We've been talking about mixing up your marketing mix in terms of what your brand wears, taking things offline, leaving them online, and how you can use your differentiators to create leads. But today is a little bit more about collaboration. And what I want you to think about is who else has the eyes of your potential client or your potential target audience, meaning who else is complementary to your industry that perhaps you could do something jointly or collaborative with, or who else that's not necessarily complementary to your industry or to your product or service, but has the eyes and ears of the target audience that you actually want for your brand. Now, the reason that I say this is that doing a collaboration with 2 or 3 like-minded people, not an ambassador or a leader or an influencer, as I talked about earlier with differentiators, but actually doing a joint initiative, whether that be some kind of a campaign, whether that be designing a product or conjoining a service together, or simply putting on an event. It could be with one other person, or it could be with 2, 3, or 5 other people. And the reason that I talk about collaborations and joint ventures and looking for as part of your marketing mix for your brand, in terms of who has the eyes and ears of your audience, is that all of a sudden it opens you up to a brand new world. And I want to use Taylor Swift and squad goals as an example. Love her or hate her, she is worth $360 million. And according to Forbes, she is one of the most highest paid celebrities in the world. And the reason that I like using Taylor Swift as an example is because she's built a voice with her own following. She's engaged with them. She has over 100 million followers on Instagram, but she doesn't just post and ghost and becomes non-existent. She's raw, she's real. And remember, I talked about authenticity as being a differentiator. You know, she engages with her target audience. She collaborates with other people. And of course, she calls her fan base her Swifties. And every time she wants them to do something, whether it's because she's doing a joint venture or an artistic collaboration, she calls them squad goals, and she owns her own hashtags. She's created her own that she wants her following to interact with her as her own personal brand and with all the branded products that she collaborates with. And one of the other reasons she does that is, you know, she gives them freebies. She gets them to interact and engage. She makes them want to follow her and be on her case in terms of her brand all the time, because she'll just offer fans a one-off recording session that she can come in and that she might jointly do with somebody else. You know, she's collaborated with UPS and with Target. I mean, 2 really random product lines in terms of brand, one from one end of the spectrum, one from the other end. Point is, they have, or they want, more to the point, the eyes and ears of who Taylor Swift has that follows her brand. So you see, Taylor Swift's just one example of many that not only uses her brand to leverage herself and to leverage her products, but she also collaborates jointly, and not just musically, product-based, and for a variety of other initiatives, to also not only expose herself, but also to help others collaborate and sell their products, because she has the eyes and ears of who they are targeting, and vice versa. In some cases, who you can collaborate with that has the eyes and ears of the audience that you want for your brand might be obvious. In other cases, you might need to do a little bit of investigation because it might not be so obvious. So today's exercise, and I want you to take between 30 to 60 minutes on doing this, and it's really going to depend on where you're at with the brand, is to sit down and make a list of who has the eyes and ears of your audience. So who has the eyes and ears that you want for your brand? And also, if you do have the eyes and ears of your brand, who else wants that? Who could you collaborate with or join forces with to do something in terms of some product seeding, some brand differentiation, some kind of an event or collaboration, create a product or conjoin a service that you could possibly market your brand. That's what I want you to do. We're almost here. We're almost at the back end of the challenge. Of course, I've heard from a lot of you and I'm loving what I'm hearing. Some of you are doing really, really well and are on the great pathway. Some of you are sort of stumbling along, but you are getting there. Stick with the program. I'm looking forward to the final day of this challenge. I've got a gift that I want to give you. Of course, please PM me if you've got any questions. Please feel free to comment anything up if you want me to take a look. Of course, if you do know someone that will benefit from this challenge, even though we're at the end of it, it doesn't matter. Please do share the love and stay tuned for the final installment tomorrow. You know what to do.